Hello and welcome to part 4 of this 10-part series on beginner guitar songs. If you haven't seen the other 3 videos yet, so these were Stand By Me by Benny King, Mr. Tambourine Man by The Byrds, and Maggie May by Rod Stewart. Click on the card above and that will take you to that short little playlist. So it's really useful to watch those other videos. We're using pretty much the same strumming pattern for this song as in those 3 videos. Stand By Me is probably your best bet to start with. It's the same 8-bar loop. So feel free to check those out. So today we're going to be looking at Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. Really popular song, and it's really good because you're pretty much using G, C and D throughout most of the song. And then you've got this kind of little intro riff as well. So you might not want to play the intro riff, you might just want to play along to a backing track or karaoke version or some other website like that, where you can put the lead guitar part in. We'll just quickly go through the lead part and then we'll go through the main bulk of the song, which uses the same strumming pattern. So it's this cool little riff, which I'm sure you'll recognise, which basically does it twice. It's a 4-bar pattern that's done twice at the start of the song. So let's take a look at that first. So your 3rd finger, 8th fret of the B string, and then middle finger, 7th fret of the E. And they're going to move up, so your 3rd finger's on the 10th fret of the B, 1st finger's on the 8th fret of the E. And then you're going to these are all kind of quaver kind of type rhythms, so half or 8th notes, so half a beat each roughly. Obviously it's quite a famous melody, so let's not go through the timing too much. So you've got this 7 and 8, and then 8 and 10. Again, all on the B and the E strings to start with. And then you're going to go up 2 frets to 10th and the 12th fret, so 1 and 2 and. That's the timing. Da, da, da. 1 and 2 and. So the 3rd one comes in off the beat. Then coming down 2 frets back to 8 and 10, and then going down to where you started with. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Da, 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 da. You can either pick this or do hybrid picking, which is your thumb playing with your pick, and then also maybe your middle or 1st fingers as well. It can be kind of actually easier to play hybrid picking with your one of the other fingers as well. So play around with that. So that's the 1st bar. And you're basically going to move this, so that goes over a G chord. And then you're going to now do the same thing, but moved up to here. So it's the same kind of pattern. Think that it's the same 1-bar pattern, just moved up the neck. So here we're going to go 3rd finger, 13th fret B, middle finger, 12th fret E. It's the same kind of pattern, and they're going to go 15, 13, 17, 15, 15, 13, 13, 12. So same rhythm as before. And then you go back to, so your 3rd bar is the same as the 1st bar. Okay, and then the next bar, I think he's doing something like this. So 1st finger, 7th fret G, little finger, 10th fret B. Then you can either pick it or hybrid picking. And then you got this, so that's roughly 1.5 beats here. 1, 2, and then the next note comes in, 7th fret B off the beat on the and of 2. And then 8, 7 on the B, 8 on the B, and then 10 on the B. It's a 4-bar loop. Again, if you're starting out, you might not want to do this bit first, just focus on the strumming first and then add this later on. So I'll just play that 4-bar riff that you're going to do twice in the intro. There's a little bit of bass that comes in just before you start. But this is a 4-bar riff that's done twice. So do it nice and slowly. You're going to go up, and bar 3, same as bar 1, then cool, so that's the main intro riff. It's quite, you might want to play that as well because it's a really cool, nice sounding riff. Cool, so now what we're going to do is the same strumming pattern that we've been doing for the first 3 songs. It's classic down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. And this is a great song, especially if you're kind of practicing not liking your C chords and things like that. If you're starting out, just to really focus on your Gs, your Cs, your Ds and your E minors. So it's only pretty much 4 chords all the way through. So it's another great song like Mr. Tambourine Man that focused on D, G and A. You're kind of focusing on another group of chords that you can really kind of nail. So strumming wise, you've got this crotchet or quarter note, so it's 1 downstroke that lasts 1 beat. And there's 6 quavers or 8th notes, which would normally be 2 and 3 and 4 and. but missing the one on the start of beat 3. So this is a tie. So this is what's happening. Down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. I get my people to sometimes say miss to make sure that they're in the right place to do the upstroke. So in terms of timing, you're going 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and in terms of down and upstrokes, you're going down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Really classic strumming pattern that's used in thousands and thousands of songs. Cool. So the song structure, which I'll put up on the screen now, this should help you, and this will also be in the description. This will help you kind of piece it all together. I mean, all the verses, you've got the first verse, second verse, third verse, are all the same 4-bar phrase times 4. So this is a really good idea. You're starting out to really get sort of stuck in and play the whole song. So eventually you want to play with a backing track or something like that with the vocals in as well. Because obviously it's one of those songs you kind of want the vocals in as well. So again, check out a backing track online and play over that. And it's also good to not just do bits of the song, aim to do one section, memorize it off by heart, and eventually don't use this song structure so you can play it off by heart with a track or whatever, or with a bandmate and open mic night. So you've got that intro, which is that 8-bar riff, and then the verse sections. Let's go to the verse sections, okay? So it's the same for the first, the second, and the third verses. So you've basically got G, C. Again, when you're starting out, make sure your chords are all ringing nicely. So you do 4 rounds of that. This is round 2. Then really nice sounding chord progression. Round 3. And then round 4. Oops. Okay. Cool, okay, and now we're going to do the chorus section. So the first, the second, and the third chorus. Again, it's all about breaking things down into manageable sections and then piecing it all together. So the first, the second, and the third chorus, all exactly the same. This is an 8-bar phrase. I'm going to do C, and then D, and then G, E minor, C, and then D, and then G, and then D. Now to start with, just focus on maybe the first line of that chorus and get it memorized. C, D, G, E minor. Keep doing that over and over again, and then do it the next line again. Cool, okay, so that's the intro, first verse, first chorus, second verse, second chorus. Now after the second chorus, you've got this first break section. This is when he starts doing all the la 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 la. So you've got an extra 2 bars of D here. Okay, this is the first break. Okay, and then you've just got, when he does the la la la's, you've got G, C, G, G, 2 rounds of that. So G. Okay, then G. And you do that line again. Okay, and then you've got 2 bars of G after that. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and this next part of the song is actually not going to play anything because this is the bass solo. So what you want to do is get used to counting 6 bars. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, again for 6 bars. So that's a good, this is another reason to kind of play it along with the backing track. So you get that cool bass line, so you can hear that, and then you come back in after the 6th round for the third verse. Cool, so then you've got the third verse, third chorus, and then you've got the second break. So the second break is pretty much just the same. You're starting off very similar anyway, so 2 bars of D. Okay, and then you've just got, now this fades out on record like a lot of songs do, but we're just going to do G, C, G, D, 4 rounds of that. Just makes more sense to do 4 rounds rather than actually sort of fading out, and then just ending it on a G. That's how I do it in a lot of bands I've been in. Okay, so let's do that second break. So 2 bars of D, then G, C, and then G, G. You do that 4 times and then end on a G. So in terms of tempo, this song's actually quite faster than a lot of the other ones we've done. So it's around about 130, 140 BPM, and the key is in G if you wanted to know that. So what you want to do, especially if you're starting out, it's quite a fast song. Use something like Lumbeat or an online metronome or drum machine, and just start off slowly. Start off with a G, C, G, D, because that's kind of the bulk of the song is what you're doing there. And start off slowly, 70, 80 and just gradually build up. And that makes it a lot more manageable. Cool, and then, you know, the idea is to play it along with in a band or an open mic night or something like that. So hopefully that helps. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. All the tab that you can see on the screen, so I'll make that in Guitar Pro. These will be available soon on jsmusicschool.co.uk. You can get, if you don't use Guitar Pro, you can use purchase the tabs as well for that. So that will all be on the website soon in a few weeks' time. So keep your eyes out for jsmusicschool.co.uk, the relaunch. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Any questions or comments or suggestions, feel free to let me know. And I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.